Moo! Welcome everybody to my review of Zelda Majora's Mask. This game was anticipated back in the year 2000. Its release date was April 27th to Japan and November 17th to Europe, and somewhere in between for North America. Back in the year 2000, when this game came out. It also featured a release with the ability to purchase this game with a limited collector's edition golden controller and holographic version of the game cartridge itself. I have had several versions of this game, to include a ROM, the Wii Virtual Console version, as well as the Nintendo Gamecube built-in disc. So there's many ways to get the collector's edition for the GameCube or the Virtual Console and all that. So if you want to play this game, you can get it those numerous ways. Anyways, let's jump into this review. The footage you're seeing is, of course, Cow's crazy, and if you want to see an LP of this instead of doing it yourself, I suggest you head over to his channel. He is an excellent LPer on this game. So without further ado, Zelda's Majora's Mask. While the front cover may be awe-inspiring and slightly off-putting, this game is best described as off-putting. Note that this game also requires the expansion pack to play, and it runs off the same exact engine that the Ocarina of Time series ran off of. Being a not-so-direct sequel, yet direct sequel, Majora's Mask fits into the universe of where the heck, and you just have to go with it. So without linking it to other Zeldas, just get over the fact that this game isn't all about Ganon versus Zelda and Link. Link decides to go on an adventure after Ocarina of Time to enjoy his childhood, if I recall correctly. I'm not really sure what he was doing, but he went to a different region. And when he went to that region, he got jumped by Skull Kid, who happened to have an interesting mask on. This mask gave him interesting powers, and eventually took him over, making him the main villain. Soon enough, you will discover that you have to stop Skull Kid, because he's going to pull the moon down and destroy the town with it. Talk about an asshole. Okay, he's not only going to just destroy that town, but the whole world's going to be basically overrun with water because the moon, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so the basic premise of the game is that you have 3 days to save the world. Of course, no one can do this, and of course, it's not real time. The time mechanics play a big part in this. You can slow down, you can speed up, and you can use normal time. For each minute, it equals an hour in the game. So basically you have about 64 to 68 hours to complete the game, which is 60 minutes every single time you play from the start of your first 3-day cycle. When you begin the game, you will be only able to play as a Deku scrub, which is annoying, but soon enough you will be able to break the curse. As you progress through the game, you will get different masks that will allow you to alter your appearance and give you different powers. For example, the Deku mask, which turned you into the Deku scrub, will allow you to change back and forth between the Deku scrub. As the Deku scrub, you can enter flowers, use your bubble attack, and spin and twirl like a ballerina. Whatever, it's your life, not mine. While other masks will bolster just yourself and give you an attribute boost or some sort of other thing, like the Mask of Truth, allowing you to do certain things in the game that you wouldn't be able to do without it, and the Bunny Hood, allowing you to go very fast and run fast. As I stated before, there are 4 dungeons in this game. Or maybe I didn't state it, but I'm stating it now. With these 4 dungeons, it's your job to restore the Guardians. When the Guardians are restored, they will stop the moon from falling, crushing the land and destroying everyone. But that's not how you beat the game. Even after preventing the moon from falling, it's your job to destroy Majora's Mask, or at least separate it from Skull Kid. Yes, Majora's Mask is a very evil mask. And as I stated before, this game is extremely off-putting. Your whole main goal of this game is not to save the town, technically. By all standards and all regards, your actual goal in this game is to just get the mask back to the happy mask shop owner. Yes, you might think that Link's doing this to save the town, but in fact, early on in the game, he makes a pact with the happy mask shop owner and is to bring the mask back to him because in the wrong hands it could be dangerous. Yeah, you really freaking think so. Okay, this guy's walking around with a backpack full of masks and he just happens to lose the one that can destroy the fucking world. Good. Nintendo logic. Nintendo logic. Okay? Onward to gameplay, presentation, and all those good things. As I stated before, this game is extremely off-putting and creepy at times. Downright creepy. It may even give you nightmares, and many people have reported after playing the game having very creepy dreams. Is this game possessed? Are there demons in it? No, it's just a creepy game. If you can get over the fact that it's extremely creepy, and every time you help out someone from a very creepy situation, you may enjoy it, and in fact, it may be one of the more favorite in the Zelda series. It does introduce a new mask system allowing you to alter and upgrade your attributes. Whether or not you're swimming underwater as a Zora or spinning in circles as a Goron on the mountains is really up to you and the masks that you wear. You don't need any masks except for the 3 core masks to complete the game, as well as several items, as always in every dungeon crawler. But there are tons of side quests to complete also in this game. So if you get tired of just saving the dungeons, then you can always go on a side quest to get an extra item. For example, if you save the Lone Ranch from its alien abductors, you'll get a bottle and some milk. And if you happen to deliver a letter to a certain postman, you'll get a heart piece. And if you give toilet paper to a hand stuck in a toilet, you'll get a heart piece. Okay, so without giving away the whole plot line here, and without telling you about every single quest, it's very like Ocarina of Time in the sense that there's tons of stuff to do aside from the main quest that will help bolster you and maybe help ease the difficulty of the dungeons. This is one of the more difficult games due to the fact that the 3-day process is very agonizing. Also, the save system is very odd and weird in this game. That was due to the fact of real time versus fake time being implemented and not being able to carry items with you back in time, and it was just really weird. So the only way to save in this game is to hit a now statue. So please keep that in mind when you're playing this and you've got somewhere to go, whether it be you're doing a dungeon. Dungeons can be extensively long, taking all 3 days if you don't know what you're doing. So make sure you have the time to devote to this game, otherwise you're going to get pretty close to beating a dungeon and have to take off, go to school, ride the train to work, whatever. Which can be a problem because then you can't save and you lose everything. And that's not fun. Overall, the game's look, presentation, and feel to it is really good, but it is clunky controlling on the N64, so I would highly recommend getting the Wii version and a classic controller, or at least the Gamecube version, because the N64's controller looks like a crossbow, and no one wants that. The replay value in this game is extremely high, as you'll have many quests to do, and it can pack several days worth of entertainment. Being a very cheap game to acquire on the Wii, and a very expensive game to acquire otherwise, I would highly recommend either getting a ROM version or the Wii version of this more than anything else. I give Zelda Majora's Mask an S rank. While there are things that could be improved on it, like for the simple fact that you're always a child, with the exception of one mask, the game itself does present itself as what it was back in the day. A nice addition to the Ocarina of Time, and introducing a new set series, the masks, to toy around with. For the simple fact of curiosity, you should at least pick it up and see what's going on. Again, the footage has been provided by Kyle's Crazy, and I strongly suggest you go watch his LP. This is Protomario, and I'm signing out. And remember guys, good gaming, and God bless.